Hello everyone, welcome back. In today's video, we are going to learn about async and await in JavaScript. So my first question is that why do we use async and await? Any idea? Okay, no worries. So in JavaScript, to perform asynchronous operations like APIs call, which returns promises. So to do that asynchronous operation, we use promises, and to handle them, we use dot then method, which work fine. But that code look so messy. That's where async and await comes into picture. It makes our code look clean and easy to read. Okay, got it. So what is async? The keyword async is used before a function that automatically return a function even if you return a normal value. JavaScript wrap it inside promises.resolve and it will return as a promise. Okay, I will show you through code, then you will get better understanding. Okay. So yeah, so is my screen visible? Okay. Now see, this is my code. So here, like, what is promise? Promise is nothing but just a normal function, and in that function, in front of that function we applied async and it will return as a promise. So see, async and normal function hello function ASY. Oh my god. Hello, then it will return hello world. Okay, then we will print hello dot then. So see here, it is nothing but just a normal function. But here we applied async so that it will, for async operation, it will work. See the output. I think I already done this before. So see here. What it is printing? Hello world and nothing. Okay. So maybe for you it's look easy, but when I will use await, then you will get better understanding. Okay. So then what is await? Await is used to pause execution until a promise resolved. Like when we will use API, when we will call, when we try to fetch data, it will take some time to get data because it is not like that there is a small number of data. So to come that large number of data, it will take time. And as we know, JavaScript is a synchronous programming language, time tied, and JavaScript wait for none. So to then how this asynchronous operation will work? So to perform that thing, we will use that promises thing, and to wait that like JavaScript wait for that execution. Do not perform that code until this function will not get executed. For that thing, we will use that async thing. Okay, so again, I am writing code for await. So see here, let I created one JSON file. Okay. Again, I did mistake. ASYNC. So see, let response, and here we use await, and that await will fetch the data. I already created one db.json file. In this, we have list of countries along with their states. So we will try to fetch that data. So here we will write HTTP I use that JSON file. For that, I run this command JSON server, this one, and this is my URL I will use, localhost 3000 and countries. Then let data is equal to, again I will wait for the response, like when response will come, I will convert it in the JSON format and will print that data. So see what will be the output. Okay. So see here, we in front of any function, if we write async thing, it will return as a promises, and we will use that await function only inside that async function. If we use outside that, it will give us syntax error. So keep in mind this thing. Now, tell me, what if I run this code, will it show me the data? Guess. Okay, no problem. I did not call this function. So first I have to call this function, then only it will execute now. So, okay. So see here the output. Okay. Here might you see, okay, in a within a second as we run that code, we are getting that data. Then what is the need? But for large data, it is required. See, I am again refreshing. See, now data is coming fast, but when we will use large API data, then in that time, that await thing is required. And see, my data is coming. List of countries along with their state. In this, Afghanistan have 33 state. These countries have this much state. Okay, I will teach you this thing also. One more thing related to this data. Okay. So this is all about async and await. So what is the benefit of async and await? By this, see, our code look simple and clear syntax, easy to handle error by using try and catch. See, here we can directly write like, okay, try this one. If you get error, then catch error, console.log error. Now again, I will do some mistake. Countries one. Okay. Now let's see what will happen. Oh, error, syntax error, accepted token and not found in the validation. See, okay. If this error is because I gave wrong API, like if in that there is no data in, I think in that scenario, I will try that one also. See if I comment all this data. Yeah. So, oh my God. See in this scenario, what will happen? In this scenario, data is coming. How it is coming? I commented all these data. Maybe some data is there. That's why. Okay, now let's try. Okay, I think I need to restart this thing. I have to, now again, I need to go to, now also data is coming. Strange. Okay, because maybe my JSON server is working. So no worry. I will tell that error in later. Okay. But the whole scenario is that async and await is a powerful in API calls, data queries, reading files, or any task that can execute that can take time to complete. Okay, so that's all about my this async and await video. Thank you so much for watching this video. In the next video, please suggest me what topic you want to learn. Otherwise, I will make by my own. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.